From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm Tommy McNeil, reporting North Korean leader Kim Jong-un plans to invite experts and journalists from Seoul and the United States to observe when North Korea shuts down its nuclear test site in May, according to South Korean officials.
President Trump says he's had a long and very good talk with South Korean President Moon Jae-in about his just-completed summit with North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un. The two Korean leaders have pledged to seek a formal end to the Korean War by year's end and to rid the Korean peninsula of nuclear weapons. With anticipation growing for a possible U.S.-North Korean summit soon, Trump tweets that things are going very well and the time and location of a meeting with Kim Jong-un are being set. Trump says he's also keeping Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe up to date on what he describes as the ongoing negotiations. Ben Thomas, Washington.
After making his diplomatic debut in Brussels at the NATO foreign ministers' meeting, new U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo arrived in Saudi Arabia Saturday on the first stop of a swing through the Middle East, also visiting Israel and Jordan. Pompeo's tasked with briefing U.S. allies on administration policies towards Iran. Singapore's Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong says the Islamic State does pose a very real threat to the ASEAN region. He spoke during an opening address at a summit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations in Singapore. Lee also warned that the region's embrace of technology also makes it especially vulnerable. Guns rights advocates waving American flags and carrying signs opposing stricter gun control rallied Saturday on the steps of the Minnesota State Capitol. The event was billed the Second Amendment rally and drew national attention. This is VOA News. French President Emmanuel Macron has called for a closer coordination and transparency in fighting terrorist financing as he closed an international conference in Paris that focused on two of the biggest threats, that's Al-Qaeda and Islamic State. Lisa Bryant is in Paris with a report.
President Macron outlined several areas the international community should tackle to help close the financial spigot flowing to terrorist groups. He outlined actions ranging from better control of anonymous financing, bogus charities, and crowdfunding to supporting vulnerable states and freezing assets of individuals implicated in terrorist financing. Macron said the terrorist threat will not go away anytime soon. Al-Qaeda and Islamic State will continue to attack and destabilize countries and kill innocent people. Our determination in responding must be absolute, he said. The French leader spoke hours after returning from talks with U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington, where fighting terrorism ranked among the top subjects. Lisa Bryant for VOA News, Paris.
The parents of Alfie Evans, a British toddler who had degenerative brain condition, lost a legal battle to keep him on life support. He died Saturday after being taken off life support a week ago. Kate James and Tom Evans say their son's death overnight in Liverpool, England, had left them heartbroken. Alfie's case sparked a medical ethics debate that resonated far beyond Britain. Pope Francis, who met with the parents and publicly supported their campaign to bring Alfie to the Vatican Children's Hospital, wrote condolences that were posted on Twitter. Israel has abandoned a plan to deport thousands of African migrants. Robert